Welcome to the tutorial to set up the foundation for sustainability framework. Your petrochemical company produces essential chemicals such as ammonia and ethylene. You are committed to reducing your environmental footprint that occurs during the production, storage, and transport of these petrochemical products. So, you are going to record your environmental data in order to report it and subsequently act upon it. Let's go through the setup in the system that you need for this purpose. Let's sign in to Enterprise One. When you have the E1 system set to display the Sustainability Framework page, you will see this composed page when you log on to Enterprise One. Now, we'll set up a determinant and then assign it to a determinant type. Enter G2O S41 in the FastPath and open the Determinants application. Click Add to access the Determinants revision form to enter your determinants. Enter diesel in the determinant field, its description, and specify a determinant type from UDC 20SDT, and then enter the long description and the reference for the determinant. Now save the record. We can see that the determinant is now added to the F2O SO5 table. Now access the determinant types mapping application from G2O S41 menu. Click Add. On the determinant types mapping revision form, enter the determinant type, or you can select a value from UDC 20SDT. In this case, we'll select fuel type and then select a value in the associated data item field to specify the column of the activity ledger in which the determinants associated to the determinant type will be displayed. Here we are mapping fuel type to this data item, so the determinant diesel will go into the AlFuelT column of the activity ledger. Save the record. Now access the fuel types application from the G2O S41 menu. Click Add to enter the details for the fuel type. Enter diesel as the fuel type. Enter a value in biomass to specify the presence of biomass in the fuel. In this case, it is not a biomass fuel, so we'll select N. Enter 5303 in the item number field to associate the item to a fuel type. We'll accept the system generated effective and expiration dates here. Now we'll enter values in the carbon content, its unit of measure, and per unit of measure. And similarly, let's enter values for the higher heating fields and the lower heating fields. Let's save the record. Now you can search for the record and review the fuel type record. Access the Activity Types application from the G2O S41 menu. On the Work with Activity Types form, click Add. Select a value in the Activity Type field. We'll select the value for stationary combustion. Now enter the long description for the activity type. Enter 1 for the scope in the scope field and enter the effective and the expiration dates. In the Determinant Type tab of the screen, enter the determinant type to associate it to the activity type. In this case, we have the fuel type as the determinant type. Select the Measure Type tab to enter the measure type details. We have the measure type as quantity, Then select the Emissions Type tab to enter the greenhouse gases that are emitted from this activity type. In this case, we have these three gases as the emissions. Click OK to save the record. You can click Find to search for the activity type and review the record. Now access the Activity Sources application from the G2O S41 menu. On the Work with Activity Source form, click Add to add an activity source. Enter diesel generator in the activity source field. Enter diesel used in generator in the activity source description. And then enter the long description. Click the Visual Assist icon to select the activity type from UDC 20S80. Select the activity type as stationary combustion. The system has automatically retrieved the determinant type associated with the activity type. Enter V in the transaction source. Now let's enter diesel as the determinant in the determinant field. Now let's click Save to save the record. You can search for the activity source to review the record. Now access the Activity Source Preference application from the G2O S41 menu. On the Work with Activity Source Preference form, click Add to specify your preferred activity source for a combination of business unit with a value of 510, supplier 4343, and item number 5303. Enter diesel generator, which means that the diesel generator is our preferred activity source for the combination of the fields that we just entered. So, if we have the activity source processing option set to 1, the system will retrieve this activity source automatically when we enter the sustainability activity record. With this, we complete the foundation setup for sustainability framework with the activity source having the activity type as stationary combustion and the determinant as diesel. You can now sign out of Enterprise One. To learn more about the sustainability framework, visit us online at learnjde.com. Thanks for watching.